What's going on YouTube? Richie here, and today I'm doing another video game unboxing, and today's unboxing is of the PS4 version of the Resident Evil 5 remake or remaster. I've already lost track of what to call these things. Now, Resident Evil 5 is a game that's been bashed on a lot. It's taken a lot of criticism for basically ditching its Resident Evil survival horror roots. And yes, that's well and true. But as for a pure video game in and of itself, it's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good action-adventure game. And although it's not as great as Resident Evil 4, I still think it kind of stands out on its own as a pretty good game. Like I said before, yes, it did ditch the survival horror roots, but as an action-adventure game, it certainly does work. Alright guys, enough talking, enough jibber-jabber. Let's open up this bad boy. Alright guys, so here we go. Resident Evil 5 for the PlayStation 4. And this cover looks pretty sweet. We have Chris right here, Chris Redfield. And that's Jill Valentine. And now I'm a little perplexed by this because you don't get to play, Jill doesn't come into the story not until the last quarter of the game. And it's Shiva that you get to play alongside, or you get to play as well if you're doing co-op, which is kind of strange why they didn't put Shiva here, but I think they wanted, more of an iconic Resident Evil character, seeing as how Jill and Chris are both iconic Resident Evil characters, and Shiva really isn't. So I guess that's why. And right here on the cover it says, let me get that into focus for you guys. Includes Lost Nightmares, Desperate Escape, 4 new costumes, the Mercenaries United versus extra figures, and No Mercy mode. And of course made by Capcom. And the best thing about this, guys, was that this was a $20 game, which is just absolutely crazy. Well, not really crazy when you think about it, but it's cool because there's other remasters of games coming out that are at full price, and this one was only just 20 bucks. And yeah, today is July 11th, and this game doesn't go on sale until tomorrow, July 12th. Was thanks to 2-day shipping, which ordering online certainly has advantages. But however, I do have to remark on this though. One thing that I do hate about ordering online is that sometimes, if you guys can hear that, the disc comes loose during transit, and so you might run the risk of having the disc scratched. So hopefully that's not the case here. All right, enough of that though. Here on the spine, Resident Evil 5, pretty cool. Let's look at the back. Let's see. Right here, you don't have to face fear alone. Join forces with friends as you control Chris Redfield or Shiva Alomar and fight together. Includes all DLC in 2 extra episodes, Lost Nightmares and Desperate Escape, 4 additional costumes to fight in style, all 18 characters join in the battle. Sorry guys, all 18 characters join in the battle in the Mercenaries United, hordes of enemies and versus and No Mercy mode. That sounds like a lot of fun. And of course here we have some screen grabs from the game. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. Alright, and of course the specs here, 1 to 2 players, which is couch co-op, split screen, which is awesome. 17 gigs minimum, 2 to 4 network players, online play optional, DualShock 4, and remote play with the PS Vita. Alright, let's get to opening this up now. Now that all that's been covered. And here I have my handy dandy little screwdriver tool thingy. Make that little incision in there. Whoops. Alright. Got that. Get all this shrink wrap off of here. Get that off. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. And yes, as I suspected, as I said, the disc did come loose. So let's take that out, make sure it's not scratched up or anything like that. Yes, I just checked out the disc, guys, and it's not scratched, which is pretty good. So that's really welcoming. Really welcoming sign. And of course, here's the case for you guys to see. It's hardcover. It's not one of those those cheap hollow ones. And then here we have the game itself, the cover. It's alright, pretty good looking. Could have been a little bit cooler, but it's still alright with all this crazy writing on here. Alright guys, that does it for this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, so you guys can see content just like this and much more, including other video game unboxings or Blu-ray unboxings, or just my opinion on on nerdy news and stuff like that. Alright guys, as always, I'm Richie, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.